My dad is made of metal, but you're not supposed to know. Mom says the people who come to the show would feel cheated if they knew the truth, so I have to stay quiet or it's money out of our pockets. The metal is hidden just under his skin, but you can feel it if you know the right places to touch. I tap those spots on his arms and chest so I can hear the clinks and the clanks and remember it's true. Mom fixes the hard stuff, bones and teeth, with springs and bars and plates all over to keep the show going. The soft stuff isn't so easy. Dad's skin is like the melted wax on the big candle he lights for my birthday. The candle used to be blue, but it's ugly and pale now, mixed with dirty ash. He's burned it for me 11 times, and I know he might not light it another time. Dad doesn't remember much anymore, except for the marks on the ramps he's supposed to hit. Even with all that metal, a piece of Dad still breaks every show. He'll break for good one day. I worry about that. Without him, the show closes and we starve, Mom says. You never had your belly empty, never had to eat the things I ate. She never tells me what those things were. I look at the posters and the marquees with Dad's name in brilliant red letters. Testify to the darings of Death Defy. It's his stage name, and I know it's a lie. The pieces of Dad, the real pieces, are disappearing and will all be gone soon. My favorite piece already is. He used to teach me things with that raspy voice he got from a steering rod that went into his throat. But when his jaw shattered and Mom replaced it all with a chunk of iron, she sealed up his voice, too. I was fixing one of the ramps when he said his last thing to me. I'm counting on you. I don't think he meant it for the ramp. The signs glow and blink and make you see spots in your eyes. People line up around the corner, waiting to see my dad do what Mr. Blanton announces every night on a megaphone as death-defying dealings in all manners of catastrophe. I don't like Mr. Blanton's voice. I tell Mom this, but she tells me to shush. Mr. Blanton pays us because of Dad. We have a home on the rails because of him. We ride on his locomotive to different cities, different towns, all of them hot and dusty and red, so that people can give us money for watching Dad break. Mr. Blanton loves when the crowds are big and grumbles when they're small. No matter the size, he hates the people all the same. Jag-offs, he calls them. Mr. Blanton runs all kinds of shows and reminds us what happened to the others when they shut down. Contortionists and magicians, sword swallowers and trapeze artists, starving on the streets and doing ugly things for money. Dad is Mr. Blanton's longest-running show. He needs the crowds, and he needs my dad. So do we. The show is 3 acts with jumps off ramps that explode and crashes in cars thrown from roofs. The finale, if Dad can make it, is the cannon. Mr. Blanton sets him on fire and blasts him across the arena like a streaking flame into a barrel of water. Sometimes he hits his mark. Sometimes he doesn't. The crowd likes when he doesn't. Mom spends all night fixing those metal parts as the train scrapes along the tracks toward the next show. She pulls hard and cranks hard. Sometimes she says bad words. She catches me staring, and she knows what I want to say, but never dare would. Your father wants this too, she says, like she's spitting the words. Parents sacrifice for their kids. Late into the nights, while the train sways, Dad sits in the corner alone, his eyes wide, not blinking. I hold his hand, and sometimes